Uh, Welcome to the next installment of your Photoshop tutorial lessons. Today's lesson is going to be on layers. Okay, layers are the individual pieces that you will be working on within your photograph. Okay, when you open Photoshop, if you look over on your right side or your palettes, you'll see at the bottom you have a layers palette. Okay, this is where all your layers will be listed. Okay, so if you notice, for each of my images that I have open, okay, and you should have these open as well, you have beach, boat, and RC logo. We each only have one layer, and that's the background. Okay, we are going to combine all three of these pictures to produce something similar to what I showed you guys in class the other day. Okay, and with each addition that we add into a single picture, we're going to create a new layer. You may be asking yourself, why do I want to put each additional new piece into a new layer? Well, there's a couple advantages. Okay, if you put something on a new layer, when you have that layer selected, you can only modify that particular piece. You'll see this in just a minute. Okay, we're going to cut the boat from the boat picture, and we're going to place it in the water in this beach picture. Okay, but while I have the boat selected, I can only modify the boat. Okay, that way you don't destroy your original image. That way, if you mess up the boat so bad you can't fix it, you can just reinsert the boat instead of having to restart your whole picture over. Okay, you have more control over your whole picture as combined, and you have access to blending modes on your individual levels. We'll get into what those are here in just a minute. Okay, first things first, if you notice when you open your picture, this is your background layer. Okay, we want to be able to modify this layer. Okay, if you notice a little lock down here, it is locked. Okay, to unlock it, you're going to double click it. Hopefully it should bring you up this new layer screen. Okay, this is how we're going to name it. We're going to name this layer beach. Okay, you can change your color. We're going to keep ours normal. Change the opacity, everything. We're just renaming it and unlocking it. So we're going to click OK. Okay, and that should change it. Your lock should be gone, and it should now be selected and called beach. Okay, we're going to minimize a minute, and now we're going to work on the boat picture. Okay, to select the boat, I'm going to get my rectangular selection tool. I'm going to select around the boat, and I'm going to place the bottom of my rectangle right at the bottom of my boat, right about there. So mainly the only color around the boat is the light blue, not the dark blue. Okay, then I'm going to get my magic wand tool. This is just like the flower we did in the selection tools. I'm going to change my tolerance to 25. I'm going to press Alt, and I'm going to select the blue. See, and it's going to select my boat for the most part. Okay. Then you can hit Control and bring up your little scissors. Well, first you need to bring up beach picture again, because remember, we're going to insert the boat into the beach picture. Okay, so you want to be able to see both pictures. You're going to hit Control, cut the boat, drag it into the beach picture. And if you notice, your pictures are different sizes. Okay? So to change the size, you're going to hit Control T, transform it. Okay? And we're going to scale it down, hit Shift, scale it to a manageable size. Okay? And if you'll notice, apply your transformations. If you'll notice, you have a new layer right over here. Okay? Anytime you drag something in, it's automatically going to place it on a new layer. Okay? So we're going to double click this layer, and we're going to be able to call it boat. If you double click on the name, you can just change the name. Okay? And it's going to change your name. Okay? Now that we have two layers, okay, just place your boat anywhere in the picture. It can be up in the sky. If you'll notice the little eyes beside your layer, okay, let's say you want to work on just the boat and the blues, all the different shades of blues are getting in your way. Okay, click the eyeball for the background for the beach and it disappears. Re-click it, you can turn it on. Same thing with the boat. That's how you view it or not view it. Okay, so let's say I want to work on just the boat. I want to get rid of this dark blue right down here. Okay, I can turn off the beach. I want to zoom in a little bit. Gonna get my eraser tool. Okay, and my brush. I'm gonna change my brush. Make sure it's not too big. Okay, then I can come down here. I expect yours to be a little more precise than mine. You can take your time a little more, but for tutorial reasons, I'm just giving you a demonstration. And you would zoom in. You would zoom in pretty far down here and go around and clip anything that you don't want clipped. Like a little bit of smoke there. Okay, that's pretty good. Then I'm going to go back down here and turn my beach scene back on. I'm going to double click the hand to zoom fit. I'm going to move my boat to sit somewhere in the water. Let's go right about there. Okay, I'm not too happy with that size. I'm going to transform it a little more. Okay, apply my transformations. Place your water. Place your boat in your water. Play around with that. Make sure you get your boat all nice and neat looking. The next thing we want to add to our picture is this Royal Caribbean logo. Okay? So if you'll notice, the picture as has white around the actual logo itself. This is just going to be a simple rectangle tool extraction. We're going to rectangle tool and select everything in there. Okay. Hold control and make sure you see your little scissors. Drag it into the beach scene as well. Okay. This may take a minute because this photograph is actually extremely large. Well, let's try that again. There we go. Minus one. You want to get it somewhere so you can see a corner. Transform this one a lot. Okay. So Control T. If you notice, it brought it into a new layer again. We're going to rename this layer here in just a minute. This logo is extremely long. Make it down to a reasonable size. Somehow I got flipped upside down. So we're going to step backwards and do I see what I did. I drug it too far. No worries. Okay. Just place it. Make sure it looks fairly well. Apply your transformations.